Winter X Games Aspen starts January 26th on ESPN, presented by Jeep.
What is up, world? I am Brandon Graham.
Hey, I'm Lorette Nickel, and this is the Winter X Athlete Chat presented by Texas Pete. This is where you're going to get all of your info on your Winter X Games athletes.
That's right, and joining the show today, some big star power. We begin with the snowboarders. We've got Jamie Anderson as part of the gig. Also joining the Hangout, we've got Sage Kotsenburg. And not to be outdone, we've also got another slope styler, Spencer O'Brien. And Lorette, I believe we have a couple snowmobilers as well, correct?
Oh, we do, and I'm really excited about this. We have the Moore brothers. Caleb and Colton are here with us.
As you can see, brotherly love, we dig it. Well, we are just 8 days away, if you can believe it, from Winter X Aspen 2012. That is so crazy.
I know.
And we are so excited, and we want to let you guys know, if you're still filling in the blanks, when does it go down? January 26th through the 29th. We will be coming to you live from Aspen for all the Winter X Games coverage on every single one of ESPN's platforms, as well as online at xgames.com for all your up-to-the-second info and updates. And if you want to see where else we are on the web, you can check out the scroll below and just know we're on every single one of your favorite sites. We're dialed in on social media.
Absolutely everywhere. And, you know, what have you guys been doing at home getting ready for X Games? Brandon, what have you been doing?
I've been packing my my lucky beanies and my bandanas and my parkas, so I'm ready to go. How about yourself?
Well, I don't have any lucky beanies, but a lot of athletes have a lot of superstitions, so I don't know, maybe we'll push those away with those lucky beanies, but studying and packing jackets like you've been talking about. But yeah, we got some athletes to talk to.
Keep warm. Absolutely, we do. And fans, once again, we want to remind you to start sending in those questions. You heard the names. We cannot do it alone. We need you to play reporter as well. So send those questions to us. And guess what? I'm going to throw them back at the athletes as well. It works that easy. So let's get this thing started, shall we?
Yes, we shall.
All right. Like we said before, let's say what up to our athletes real quick. Jamie Anderson is in the house. What's up, Jamie?
How's it going?
What up? Also here with us, as we said before, Sage Kotsenburg.
Son, what is good?
And not to be outdone, I think Spencer O'Brien, a part of the Hangout. What's going on, Spencer?
Hey everybody, not much.
And of course, the Moore brothers, Colton and Caleb. What's going on, guys?
Woo!
Well, they're obviously getting ready for X Games. And Jamie, if it's okay, we're going to start with you. You know, you've medaled in all 5 of your Winter X Games slopestyle appearances. You obviously can't win with the same run over and over. So how do you keep up with the progression of snowboarding?
Well, I mean, I think snowboarding in its own, you just want to naturally progress and always learn more tricks and get better. So I guess it's just happening. And then all the other girls that are riding really good and doing new tricks, it just makes it more exciting to do stuff, push it.
Very sweet. Hey, Jamie Anderson, we got a fan question for you from Sean. Sean asks, most fans know you grew up riding at Sierra at Tahoe. Do you still ride there? And if so, how often?
Yes, I still ride at Sierra, and I ride there pretty much whenever I'm home. I was just home for the holidays, and I got to ride there for a little bit, even though there's not much natural snow. So I just came back out to Colorado to ride for a little bit before X Games.
Cool. Well, thanks, Jamie. And Spencer, we're going to move on to you. We've been told that you like the bigger jumps, and you won the Breckenridge stop of the Dew Tour with a backside 540 mute and a frontside 720 Indy. You said you also hope to add a backside rodeo for your run at Winter X Games, and you're training in Breck. How's that going?
Training's been going good so far. Breck's super fun, and yeah, the park's really good. So just trying to practice those tricks, and like Jamie was talking about, just trying to progress and keep up with all the girls because everyone's riding so good this year. And But yeah, so hopefully I'll have some new stuff for X Games, but we'll see how the next week goes.
Rad. Spencer, we got a question here from one of our fans. Comes to us from Nate. Nate asks, Spencer, you've dominated Dew Tour every year and have medaled at multiple X Games. Is there a particular event or contest that you enjoy most or want to win more than others?
X Games. I've got a bronze and a silver at X Games, but no gold. And the last couple of years I've gotten 10th, which was pretty disappointing. So definitely looking to get that gold medal at X Games. That's at the top of my list for sure.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Big accomplishment. And
Yeah.
Sage.
Hey.
So we've been hearing rumors that you've been working on triple corks. Do you have those?
Yeah, I tried some last spring, and it's a terrible story, actually. It's actually not funny at all. I pooped my pants 3 times trying 3 different triple corks, and I haven't tried these since, and I'm not really looking forward to it, so,
Right.
it was just a kind of harsh experience. Just, like, pooping your pants trying tricks is just never a good thing. It's just, like, never, oh, man, I tried a trick and fell. Like, I tried a trick and just, pooped my pants, 3 times.
I was there. I can vouch that story is 100% true.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man.
Jamie, you got dirt on that?
What?
Does
I don't
Jamie
know.
have-
Was that the trip to Mammoth last spring?
Yeah.
It was a trip to Mammoth.
I
And-
cannot
Oh,
believe
that's
that. I
Spencer.
didn't hear that part of the story.
Yeah. Yeah, the condo smelled terrible.
Oh, the ride home was terrible. You stunk.
How great is that? So, Spencer, you were along for the ride during that unfortunate incident?
Yeah, I was. Sage was nice enough to invite me out to his shoot. I got to watch him try the triple, and I don't know why he didn't go to the bathroom before trying them, but and I also don't know why he kept snowboarding after he quit. But
Just that motivation,
yeah, he's dedicated.
Oh, my Sage, I really appreciate your honesty in that. A lot of people would try to hide that, but okay, so you're obviously dealing with a lot of emotion from that trick, and with these big tricks, do you feel obligated to go big or go home, basically?
Yeah, at first I did. I was like, man, I really need to get on my triple game, and then after I tried them, I was like, wow, I really right now I don't really care if I try one or not, cause I just trying other tricks and trying to get more style on 12s and maybe double 14s, cause it's just a not good experience to have in your repertoire of that triple cork,
Yeah, no, something like that's pretty heavy and following you, that story.
I'm going to try to continue this interview and act like that didn't happen here. So I'm going to look through my
happened.
notes.
It happened.
Sage, we actually got a cool fan question from Carlos. He wants to know, where were you when you got the call that you were named to the U.S. Snowboard Slopestyle team?
I was at my house, and I had an email, and I was playing some Call of Duty, I was just getting some intense kill streaks on that COD, and I got the email, and I had to stop my game and everything, and I tell my mom, I was like, yeah, so I could be on the U.S. snowboard team, Mom, and my dad wasn't home, no one else was home, so we just kind of basked in the moment by ourselves.
Nice, and just got back to the video game, I presume?
Yeah, and then went straight back to Call of Duty.
Yeah, as anyone would.
Well, I mean, if you're in the middle of that type of streak, I don't blame you.
Oh, man. If you're killing it like I was, you got to go back.
Love this guy.
Oh,
hey, well, to take a trip down memory lane, I think we've got really cool photos up of all you guys on our Tumblr page. Our friends over at the Tumblr group were able to put some photos up from last year, and I think we've got each one of you athletes up there as well. So head over to xgames.tumblr.com to see everything going down with Winter X, as well as the action sports lifestyle. That's xgames.tumblr.com.
Well, Brandon, what do you think about changing a little bit of direction? To introduce these guys, you have to check out this video from youtube.com/xgames.
Looks
They
like
are not.
They said they were going to bring something that has never been seen before in snowmobile freestyle. This would classify as that.
what?
Jeez. Are you kidding me?
You know, for any of your favorite X Games moments, you can always check it out at youtube.com/X Games. Caleb and Colton Moore. Boys, let's talk about this. Colton, whose idea was that to pull the tandem flip?
Both of ours, I guess. I don't know. He just told me to hop on and hold on tight.
Come on, there had to be way more planning than just hop on and hold on tight. I know you guys had been planning that.
Actually, not really.
Really?
We were training in Texas in the foam pit and throwing out big tricks, and it's kind of the end of the day, and we've kind of gotten through the tricks we wanted to get through, and then we kind of had this little idea creeping up in the back of your head, and I was like, dude, do you think we can do it, like, flip together? And he's like, I don't know. Don't let go. And I'm like, all right. We did the one in the pit, and it came around perfect, and the very next jump we started doing variations, and needless to say, for X, we were ready to do the flip with the Indy off the back.
No way.
That's one of the coolest explanations I could think for something so unbelievable.
Yeah.
Colton, we actually got a fan question for you from Nate, who asks, Colton, what's more important to you, a podium finish or attempting tricks that have never been done before? Because I guess sometimes those aren't always mutually exclusive to each other. So what's a bigger deal for you, Colton?
I like them both. I mean, I'd really like to get up there on the podium. Haven't made it yet. Planning on it this year, but also what we did last year, I think was pretty awesome. I like to go out there and do something that, you know, pretty much no one else can do, or it has never been done before.
Well, speaking of doing something never been done before, you got anything up your sleeve?
We got a couple ideas.
Oh, so being a little elusive like Levi was, and that just means that basically you have to check out the action on January 26th on ESPN. And Caleb, I have a question for you. You hadn't started riding on a sled until late 2009. You had a month worth of practice into which you came into X Games, you competed, you medaled. Normally that stuff takes years and years. Why did you only allow yourself 1 month of preparation?
It really wasn't a matter of just allowing myself that much time. It was just, it kind of came together at that time. We were talking about it literally in October that we wanted to try to get into X Games, and with Polaris's help, you know, a big sponsor of ours, we got the snowmobiles, I believe, at the very beginning of December, and jumped a few times in our pit throughout December, and then our first day in snow was December 28th, and we practiced for a month straight. And with him here pushing me, I mean, it's a battle. It's like an X Games battle every single day with this guy. Like, he's not going to let me win. I'm not going to let him win until one of us probably hits the ground hard, and then we're like, okay, you have today, I'll take tomorrow.
Caleb, we got a great fan question here from our resident Winter X expert fan, Marshall Smith, who asks, Caleb, are you going to stick to flip combos this year after you haven't gotten much love from the judges with the varials?
Great question, Marshall.
Yeah, definitely. I've noticed that the judges aren't too big of fans of the varials, even though there's only been about 3 guys in the entire world ever do varials. But yeah, definitely I've got some flip variations in mind this year. Some pretty big ones that haven't been done. That we'll see if the judges like my flip tricks instead of my varials this year.
That's great. And fans, continue to send in those questions. We've got some more time with these athletes that you can check out January 26th through the 29th. Like we said before, on all of our ESPN platforms. It's going down just 8 days away. So I'm so stoked that we have all you athletes here together, because Lorette and I like to play a little game called the speed round, which is if you all choose to accept, we give you an either or, and each one of you has to give the answer right off the top of their head. We give you 2 options, and you got to choose one. Do each of you accept?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, I'm going to call out each name, and I'm going to throw an either or for the speed round. Let's begin, shall we? Spencer, switch backside 5 or front side 7 Indy?
Frontside 7.
Figured you'd say that. Jamie, pancakes or waffles?
Waffles.
Yeah. Caleb, best trick or freestyle?
That's right.
I like that. Straight to the point.
Absolutely.
Sage, Batman or Superman?
Superman. He's got actual superpowers.
Very good point from Sage, yes. Colton, tandem backflip or solo backflip?
Tandem.
Spencer, Justin Bieber or Justin Timberlake?
Timberlake. I don't have beaver fever.
No fever. Timberlake it is. Jamie.
I do.
Who was that, Jamie?
What?
I thought it was Sage.
Oh, was that Sage?
Yeah.
Sage has Bieber
No.
fever?
No. Yeah.
Jamie, jumps or rails?
Jumps.
Caleb, Cap'n Crunch or Cocoa Puffs?
Captain Crunch.
I like it. Sage, big air or slope style?
Slope style.
And Colton, The Hangover or Step Brothers?
Both.
It's a toughie, isn't it? Well, congratulations, athletes. You have passed the speed round, so congratulations on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well done.
So, hey, want to throw some questions out there. We've gotten some great questions from our fans that we just want to throw out to the whole group of you. So, we got a great question here. Which X Games sport do you think should be added to the Winter Olympics that hasn't been already? Spencer, let's begin with you. Is there any sport in Winter X that's not a part of the Olympics that you would like to see in the near future?
Well, yeah, I think isn't the only one maybe sledding? I think it'd be pretty cool to see that in there, and just any more action sports because, I mean, it's such a big part of the sporting world now that it'd be cool to see it in the Olympics with everything else.
Yeah, and Jamie, for you as well, I mean, how gratifying is it to really be at the forefront from someone who's done a lot of different disciplines and to see slopestyle now becoming an Olympic sport? How gratifying is that?
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, it's always been a goal to go, and I can't believe it got added. Everyone's so excited.
Lorette, you got anything for this crew?
Yeah, actually, I want to ask Caleb and Colton. Guys, being from Texas, maybe our fans know that, your core fans do, but it's really flat, and I would venture to say you guys don't get snowstorms. How did you move from ATV riding into snowmobiling?
Basically, we started off in the foam pit in Texas, just practicing there with the help of Sam Rogers, a fellow sled rider, and immediately got in contact with some riders up north and went up north to train. And that's actually, we're up in Michigan right now. Every year we migrate up here for the winter to try to get some time in the snow and get used to it because, like you said, there's none in Texas. And one of the hardest things to kind of get used to is actually riding in the cold weather. I mean, in Texas, we ride at maybe 50 degrees, and then, we have to learn how to ride at 20 degrees where we can't feel our hands, and we can't wear really thick gloves because we got to be able to fill the grab holes and everything else. So, basically, we come up north where there is snow. That's how we've been able to deal with it.
Wow, and how does the brother dynamic play into training for you two?
It helps a lot. Basically, like he said, I mean, you're always practicing with one of your best competitors, so you're constantly being pushed, and you're also getting help from them, saying like, oh, you could do this or you could do that better, and it just helps to be able to push yourself harder and harder every day.
Most everybody else, when they watch us, they'll say, oh, that was huge, that was cool, and then Colton will come along and be like, actually, that kind of sucked. You could do this, dude. Make it so we're critics of each other. We don't just blow smoke. We tell each other when the trick sucks or what you could do better, and it's like an X Games competition every single day between us.
Wow.
We got a great question actually from Marshall Smith for you two guys, Colton and Caleb. He wonders if with Daniel and Levi unable to compete due to injuries sustained earlier in the week, do you guys feel like you have targets on your back? Do you feel like you are the favorites to win this thing?
It's hard to say. I mean, it sucked hearing that Levi Bodine got hurt. That's never the way we want to, hear that happens to the riders. We want everybody to be safe because it's such a dangerous sport. But definitely, I think, everybody's kind of looking at us because the last 2 years we've progressed and we've tried to really progress the level of the competition, and I feel been a big part of that. But I know, Justin Hoyer, who got silver in freestyle last year, he's going to be bringing his A game, and so I think all of us have a mutual respect and know that we've got to come after it.
Yes, absolutely. We got a question here for the snowboarders in the group. Don't think we forgot about you. This one's from Brian Zalay. I hope I said that right. Brian wants to know, what are some of your favorite gym exercises for snowboarding? Sage, everyone knows you're one of the more ripped snowboarders out there on the circuit. You got any workouts for the gym for Brian Zalay?
I'm always hitting the gym at least 10 hours a day, I don't know, I think if you want to get down to the gym for snowboarding, use like exercise balls and stuff, and like Bosu balls and stuff for balancing, and jumping on, of course, because that's always fun to mess around with. Other than that, I mean, lift some weights and shake weights are always good.
Jamie, are you a gym rat at all? Are you got any unique exercises or routines that you use for training?
No, I don't really go to the gym too much, to be honest. I like to do a lot of yoga and swim and just snowboard.
We got some exercise.
The summertime, I do a lot of other stuff, but.
Yeah.
And Spencer, do you have anything to add? Are you in the gym at all? Any type of classes at all, using the shake weight as well?
No shake weight for me.
Okay.
What? Yeah, no, I go to the gym pretty frequently. It's a big part of my program. But yeah, just like what Sage said, lots of balance stuff, core, and then I also do like a lot of lifting. Yeah, to get buff. It's just it helps your snowboarding, and it helps you stay healthy and recover faster. And yeah, I've noticed a big difference in my riding since picking up on the training.
Well, I actually have a question for Caleb and Colton, guys. Coming into competition, what are your expectations as far as freestyle and best trick, what the courses are going to look like, and what your other competitors are bringing to the table?
I don't know. Go ahead. You got this.
I think mainly for us, we just try to focus on our own runs and our own freestyle runs, and I've kind of picked up on the trend of things the last 2 years that it's not always about just throwing out the biggest trick, but really just the smoothest. And so I know for me this year, I'm going to really be focusing on having a super smooth run and just concentrating on myself and not worrying too much about what other people are doing. Because I figure if you're spending all your time worrying about what everybody else is doing, then you're not going to have what you're doing down good. So I'm concentrated on myself and also helping Colton. And, we're just here to ride our own day, kind of worry about our own deal.
You can watch those guys January 26th through the 29th on all our ESPN platforms. And as always, head over to xgames.com for the latest info. Well, athletes, we really appreciate the time, and thanks so much for being a part of it. We will see you in just 8 short days up in Aspen, and for being a part of this deal, we're hooking you up with some Texas Pete swag packs. So enjoy, and thanks so much for being a part of the Hangout.
Thank you. We love that swag.
Thanks, guys.
Later.
Later, crew. Man, that's as wild a bunch as we've ever had on the show.
I know. I love it. I love the energy. Like you said, we're 8 days away, starting on January 26th, going live from Aspen. Man, we're so close, and everyone's just gearing up, getting ready for it. We got to get ready, too.
I know.
Yeah.
So I guess we should probably say our farewell. Well, Lorette, thanks so much for being a part of this show.
Thanks so much
We
for having
absolutely
me.
could not have done it without you. The Texas Pete for all the hard work and effort.
Yep.
And thanks to all you fans for being a part of the Athlete Chat Series, sending in those questions. We could not have done it without you. As well, of course, thank you to Texas Pete for hooking us up and helping us out with the show. So for Lorette Nickel, I'm Brandon Graham saying peace out.
Winter X Games Aspen starts January 26th on ESPN, presented by Jeep.